When Saint Andrew speaks with his brother, the future Peter, at the time Simon, to tell him about his experience with Jesus Christ just initiated, he calls him a name that for an Israelite from then, of course perhaps from now, was full of meaning. The Messiah tells him, "We have found the Messiah." Well, probably speak of the Messiah at that time and in that context of Israel, a province of Rome, empire always eager for independence. In fact, 40 years later took place the destruction of Jerusalem, due precisely to a revolutionary war against the alleged Roman oppressor. Well, the Messiah was a concept, I repeat, above all, many political, also religious, both things, because both things were united to the people of Israel, religion and politics. Little by little, the apostles had to make a purification of this. They had to do it because Jesus' message was not a political messianism. He did not come to establish a kingdom on earth, which was a kingdom where the king or the president of the government with absolute monarchy, constitutional monarchy, or with the federal democratic republic. He did not come for that. The kingdom of Jesus is the kingdom of heaven. It is true that the kingdom of heaven is on earth. We must have our feet on earth, but our heads in heaven. This was not easy for the apostles. This change, seeing Jesus as the Messiah who was going to liberate Israel, to see Jesus as John had presented him, the Messiah truly announced in the Old Testament, the Lamb of God who takes away the sins of the world. This change gradually took place in them and meant conversion. This must also be so for us. Why do we approach to God? It may be that in the first moment, because there is still a need of help. The religious feeling, much previous to Christianism, this religious feeling has been present in all mankind as the bureau of all early men, in caves or outside them. The religious feelings indicate the man has believed in something else, that this could not be the end, that there had to be another life, as they call it what they call it, and addressed it in whatever customs, from the Hindus or the Muslims to the women who congratulate the fighters in German Valhalla. Man has seen to it that there has to be something else, and he has enclosed himself small as he was, fragile as he was before, Hawaiian nature. He has approached such divinity. The intuit was powerful. To ask for help, well, it is a good beginning, but it is a principle. It is a principle of interest. I am poor and I know it. I believe that there is a rich man who can help me. I'm going to ask him for alms. The poor man begs alms to the rich. The weak man begs for alms to help the strong man, and the man begs for help to divinity. It's a good principle, but it's only a principle. It is marked by interest, the interest of the poor, the interest of the weak. I don't think the one cannot reproach the poor for begging, nor the weak for asking help. The problem is when the one does not go beyond interest, that is, when it's the relationship of the one another. In this case, of man with divinity, remains in interest. I do not need to love the person who is helping me. I don't need to thank him. I am satisfied with helping me. He is rich, I am poor. He is strong, I'm weak. I have the right to ask for help, and he has the duty to help me. This is not true, but we experience it. I repeat, little by little, in those apostles, a purification, a conversion, and this motivation began to take place due to the contact with Jesus. Later, it was no longer those who followed the political leader of Israel, but Jesus' friends who were willing to give their lives for their friends. They had a great crisis of course, of Good Friday, but they recovered it with the Passover and gave their lives for Him. So it must be for us. We can always begin from interest. I need help. I feel weak. I feel fragile. I am afraid of the problems of life. I'm afraid of death. I need help. I go to the God that I sense powerful, in whom I believe, asking for help. But I have to take a step. The step from interest to gratitude. And if I don't take this step, I have not entered into Christianity. Jesus did not come to paint a more attractive paradise for us, not to paint a more terrible hell. He came to tell us that God is love. And before love, we must love. Because if you are not capable of loving love, then you are not capable of loving anyone. Let us ask the Lord that in our permanent purification, it will take place, and it will take place by the hand with gratitude. The more grateful we are, the more we love God, the more authentic we are. The person who does not know how to be grateful at the heart is a selfish person who thinks only of himself, both and with God and with the people around him. Gratitude is the sign of true humanity and the sign of true religion. So be it.